Today we're looking at Microsoft PC Manager Beta pre-release. It claims safe and secure one-click acceleration, system space management, comprehensive medical examination, and professional virus killing. I started by installing apps: 7-Zip, Audacity, Chrome, Firefox, Media Player, Lively Wallpaper, LibreOffice, GIMP, Wireshark, and Handbrake, which brought in the .NET framework. And then I browsed a bunch of websites to junk up the system. So PC Manager is a small download, less than 6 megabytes. We're going to go ahead and download here. And just like usual, you can show in folder to show it in the downloads folder. It's going to go into downloads, open it up. It's got a UAC prompt. Now that says Microsoft PC Manager in Chinese, which was interesting. And the install couldn't get much simpler. Just tick the license agreement box and click install. It took less than 1 minute to install, but we sped it up for the video. Now to take a look at the app itself, we'll open Task Manager here and click launch. It's going to take a minute to launch, but it's not too bad. So it pops up in the corner there, and right away it's asking me to go into security, but I'm going to go into settings and see what's in there. So we got auto start and update. We'll check for updates anyway. Obviously it's going to be the latest version. Now boost, this seems to clean up some temp files and clear some RAM, which is interesting. Close that little notification there. Let's go into health check. So it's scanning. It's going to clear out recent files, check your default browser, and it also shows startup items. So I think what I'll do is have it clear out the recent file list. I believe that's what you would just see in Explorer, and then we can see startup items here. So cleaned out our most recent used. Storage, deep cleanup. It's scanning. Okay, looks like it's got some stuff from disk cleanup there, as well as some stuff from Edge. So we'll check those and let it run. There you can see the temp files from all that browsing, and proceed. Goes pretty quick. We'll click done and run it again. Looks like it cleared some stuff out, yeah. Manage large files. Okay, this looks like it searches for big files, which is kind of cool. You know, for someone that doesn't know what's hanging around on their computer, and you can do 50 megabyte, 100 megabyte, 10 megabyte, or 1 gigabyte sizes. That's a minimum on the sizes, and it just pops up some sort of special search window. Okay, manage apps and features. That just goes to settings on install. And then manage sense. This is just taking you directly to the storage sense feature, also in settings. And then process management, we can end apps. Startup apps, you can see what's running on startup, which seems to be duplicated from that other section. Let's move on to the security tab. Windows updates right there, and you can just click update. That's really nice. Default browser protection seems to be something that would keep your browser from getting switched. You can turn that on or off. Pop-up management. We didn't try this, but it's another on-off. It seems like it would block pop-ups. So going back into the security tab, we've got allowed threats, which just takes you into the Defender section of settings. And then we can click scan. Now that's going to run what appears to be some Windows Defender related things. And it ran some other scans as well. So we're running disk cleanup to double check. It seems like it left over 340 megs of stuff. Either that or it sort of double detected it. The system level disk cleanup looks clean. Alright, so let's dive into some technical details. We start looking around in Task Manager to see if we can't find it. And you can see there it's using about 70-ish megabytes of RAM total with a service and a process. We look at the folder. And we can see there's lots of files in there. Seems to be self-contained. We properties the folder. Looks like about 30 some megabytes there. Poking around some of the files here, you can see a lot of software pieces that Microsoft has used and disclosed their license agreements in this file, which is kind of cool. Given that it's a beta, I expect this stuff to change, but it's interesting to see all those third-party license agreements there. Then when we poke around in the app data, we can see about another 30 megabytes there and a bunch of folders. Interestingly enough, this seems like a browser profile right here would be like an Edge or Chromium browser profile, so that's kind of interesting to see that it may have some self-contained browsing function there. And then there are just various other folders related to the functioning of the app. We'll look at the app itself here, and we go in here, details, we can see the version number. We go into digital signatures and we can dig in there and we can see it was just signed a few days ago, so it's really recent. Again, it is in beta, so recent builds probably a good thing. We've also got a driver here. Now we can open up the INF there, and when we scroll down we see some Microsoft China related stuff at the bottom, which is interesting. It says a filter driver, I think storage related. And we can close that. In properties, the driver, and we look at it, it says anti-hack filter driver. I couldn't find anything on this driver in Google. Just another tip, if you find files you're interested in that you want to know more about, you can upload to VirusTotal and it'll tell you a lot about them. And you can see just tons of info here on this file. You can also link back to these easily. There's also this behavioral analysis section, which is very informative but takes longer to run than the regular scan. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications.